ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Sale gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Hit hard back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, number 17.
Number 17 steps into the box. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing, 3-1 our score. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Steven Souza will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Steven Souza.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. That's popped up out towards short right field. Pedroia onto the grass. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. In order go the Rays. They still trail it here 3-1. Xander Bogaerts steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 72.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. You surprised they've left this guy out there to start the 7th?
I thought he was looking a little shaky in the 6th, so I don't think he's going to be on a real long leash right here.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Swing and a liner. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman,
Pablo Sandoval will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ball game.
Yeah, he can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you gotta make him put it in play.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
And here's where you really need to take a deep breath and throw your best pitch out there. In a game like this, you can't afford to lose this guy and put runners on first and second with nobody out.
Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. It's a 2-run homer for Pablo Sandoval. 8th home run on the season for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
And I'll tell you what, here at Fenway, you'll get your fair share of triples out in that triangle, but it takes a pretty good poke to leave the yard out there, and you got all of that baseball.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
Now pitching for
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
Too far out in front that time. You can't keep it fair. 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
the catcher, number 3, Sandy Leon.
Sandy Leon will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Out.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Bradley runs. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Bat explodes as this has popped up. A quick out number 1. Number 16 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing on it.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Snap throw from the catcher, and he saw it coming that time. Back in standing. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Ripped on the ground to first. To second for 1. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Dustin Pedroia stands in as he looks at a called strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look. Willie Athamas will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
3-0 now. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is hauled in for the first out.
And, you know, these guys are at a point where they need to get something going. And I thought for sure this might be just the thing to get him started. But it hangs up there just long enough to find an outfielder's glove.
Push to the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Kevin Kiermaier will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Boy, that changeups had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and it's probably going to finish out of the zone. So that's a good job just to lay off.
Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They're down here 5-1. Mookie Betts digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
For the Red Sox. Right.
Jose De Leon is on out of the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jose De Leon.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Little dribbler down the line. Longoria over to his left. Throw on to first by Longoria is right there for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Hanley Ramirez ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss by Ramirez as he's dispatched back to the dugout, out number 2.
A real good 3-pitch sequence there. Each pitch just took him a little bit further and further away. On 0-2, he's got to protect, and he winds up reaching for a ball that's clearly out of the strike zone.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. This is pulled into right, and this one was tailing on him, but he was able to reach down, pull it in, and with it the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're up 5-1. Welcome back to baseball on the show from Beantown, Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Brad Miller. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away? Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike three called anyway, and that's out number one. Evan Longoria will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and he's out at second base. He probably should have stayed right where he was.
And this is going to turn into one of those no harm, no foul situations out there on the mound. He serves out the base hit here, but that guy's thinking 2 all the way, and it doesn't work out for him.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Sales ready. Here's the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your